show you how to make the ordinary extraordinary. So we've got 5 projects, including some great IKEA hacks, courtesy of these guys. Their names are Colin and Justin.
Good morning, my lovely. Hard and devil. It's been way too long.
I love that you're back. We're loving your energy, and you've brought amazing projects that anyone can do. Any of our viewers can do this. They are affordable. They just demand a little bit of creativity.
Exactly.
Right?
You know, we never let budget get in the way, you know, and I think, you know, people talk about the hacking thing, making things your own. You know, look at this as a positive thing because it actually gives you the opportunity to become your own designer. Because anyone could buy something from the store, but if you hack it, if you turn it into something, you truly make it your own, and that is what this segment is all about.
Totally personalized. So starting with this.
First things first, Tracy, we found this really simple console table. It's actually a small, narrow desk from IKEA. Now, it's a great little problem solver if you've got a narrow hallway and you don't have somewhere to do all your computer work or store your library stuff. So a great little solution. But it's a little bit on the simple side, no disrespect to it, but we figured we could give it an extra little lift. So we painted the bases of each of the legs in jet black. Now, if you're painting any type of finish, make sure you put an undercoat on it first, a little primer, and then your results will last. Because the last thing you want to do is do your project, sit down, and your feet scuff all the efforts off. Now, you don't want to do that.
No.
We also painted the drawer out in black rather than leave it in this lovely kind of simple tone. Added a new handle, found a little chair that we did some banding on. And again, the rest of it is all about accessorizing. If you take the basic stuff, with a bit of imagination, you can make it really, really individual, make it work in a narrow space.
This is beautiful. I love it. It's a certain style. The black mat is very in right now.
It's hugely
there's a nod
in.
to that.
Everywhere we go, Tracy, to every exhibition, to every international furniture fair, to every store, we're seeing black played with wood and shots of brass as well. Black wooden shots of brass. That's what you want to do this season.
Did they do a good job?
Did we? Do you like it? Simple.
Okay, let's take a look at this. This is such a cute little bed.
You know what? You know, cozy is the new cool. You know, the temperatures are dipping. Look at the audience, I'm all wrapped up with full furs on. We're getting our layers on, okay? So don't feel that just because you're having to buy something from the big box stores, that it just has to be pared down and ordinary. So we were up north, 3 hours up north out of the city, and we found this bed in a second-hand store.
Okay.
We've actually got a little picture of this, me shopping for the bed. This was a full bed. It actually had a matching headboard and footboard.
Okay.
And we were thinking, being Scottish, okay, that looks like 2 for the price of 1 to me.
Buy one, get one free. The classic Colin and Justin. Buy one, get one free.
So if you have a guest room, you know, twin rooms are a great way to go. Because they're great for adults, you know, there's something exciting about them. But they're great for kids as well, so there's an added bit of flexibility there. And if you can use one bed, turn it into 2 headboards, and then
this is so cool.
Just put a standard kind of like divan box spring in front of it and dress it up. That's all you need, you know. So get the timbers on there. You know, there's a great kind of a trend, city meets the country, where people are using concrete, timber, steel, glass to create looks that are kind of inspired by the great outdoors, but they bring them into the city. We all want live edge timber, you know, and make it a feast for the finger as well. It's got to be tactile, you know, you want to just feel the comfort there.
Yeah, that's right. Soft and everything is lovely, and you've really mixed it up with the colors. I love the fact that you've got the Hudson's Bay stripe going on so strong. That's really nice.
Really big. You know, that's such a classic, traditional, historical motif now for everybody over this side, and I just love that. I love the fact that it's become such a big fashion home enabler for people these days. I love the stripe.
Spell it out.
When Colin and I go shopping, we always try and find things that we can change and reappropriate and give a new feel to. Now, we've got a bit of a stool sample down here, okay? These little stools came... No! It's a sample of a stool.
Really?
These stool, we're calling these the Colin and Justin puff ball stool. Now, all we've done is we've used one of these little simple faux fur floor rugs, okay? Stapled it underneath to give it a little bit of a textural feel. So all of a sudden, you've taken something really boring. I can show you a picture if you scan online for a second there. You see a little picky of these stools as it arrived. Now, there's nothing spectacular about that. But with a bit of imagination, a little bit of pressure from your hand and a staple gun, you've got something that's much, much more atmospheric for your project.
That's literally not even a weekend project. That's a 15-minute project.
15 seconds.
Get the stool, staple it on. That's my kind of DIY.
How quickly can you wield a staple gun and you're done?
It's amazing. And if you have these in the bathroom, you can dry your bottom on them.
Exactly.
Don't do that. No.
This is my favourite. And exactly, being serious again. Now that my bottom is dry.
We're full-grown adults, Tracy. I'm trying to remember that.
Are you grown up?
I'm trying to be a full-grown adult.
Okay.
Trying badly.
This is my favourite kind of hack because it's all about thinking in advance. It's not about doing, it's just about having a bit of planning, okay?
Okay.
So you're buying some furniture for your kids' room and you see there's a little bench, there's a little wardrobe. Why not think about how you can actually put these pieces together so that you create something, okay? So this is the thought you'll do online before you go in store. So we have 2 wardrobes here, 2 benches. And what this does is it gives us a little reading nook. I think that's super important. You know, we all need somewhere to just go and escape. Your kids need that too.
Yeah.
And everything here is from IKEA, so it's really simple to do.
Lovely.
But why not color coordinate it? You know, that's something. Just give it a look. Think everything's going to be black and white. And then there actually is decor and function, okay? So say you're in a rented apartment, you don't want to put paint on the walls, or you don't want to do something permanent for your kids. They grow up, they change their minds all the time. Then actually just using some really low-cost accessories to create a monochrome look, getting a good big lion in there, some graffiti in there as well. And then we added a little pair of lamps.
So is this how they're usually, is this how they're supposed to be done, or you did this?
We did this. So
I like that.
This is it's a shower holder.
Oh,
shower curtain
nice.
holder.
And it's like a pressure rod.
It's pressure rod, so you
no
twist
work
that.
required, just twist and in you go.
No holes, no nothing.
Twist
Like
it and you go.
music to my ears.
If this
Love
was
it.
at home, you would light that up, and suddenly you've got this really warming, inviting area. Your kids are going to love it.
Now, last project, Tracy. Now, you know that we love HomeSense. They have such fantastic things and so well priced. And sometimes they have a thing called the red ticket.
Okay.
Now, the red ticket, being a Scot, is particularly appealing for me because that's when the discounts happen.
Okay.
So they know that. They know that.
Like, we know red tickets.
We do. So in HomeSense, we found 2 simple stools, okay? The tops were really scratched, so they were reduced from $90 each to $30 each. And we looked at them, and we rather liked them, and we thought, okay, how do we change them and make them even more useful? So we took the scratch tops off, we turned them sideways, we went to a lumber yard, and we got some timber, and we had the timber cut to the size of the top, times 2, okay? And then we stained the timber with coffee, because I also Now, in the real, isn't that great? In the real world, you'd obviously, I've left that detached for the moment that I can show you that, but in the real world, you'd screw them back onto the bottom in the place where the tops had been. And then there's also, because there's a second little shelf down here, it meant that we could add that second shelf. I love that. Necessity is the mother of invention. Find a fault, make a feature, make it your own.
That is going to cost you a pretty penny if you get a console that huge and that hefty. Now that you can make it, it is so much more inexpensive and it's beautiful.
Save
big
your
impact.
money, Tracy. Save your money.
Save it!
Save it!
Save it!